Sean's Fox Plays coming to you here today. We start that glorious season. We call it Summer League. It actually started last night. We went 1-1 last night in the Summer League, but now we get to the rest of the teams. First game off, we got going off 4 p.m. We got Dallas for Chicago. I'll flat out tell you, both these teams suck. Their rosters are devoid of talent, devoid of really anybody who's really going to make a difference from an NBA experience. Dallas has got a couple interesting guys in Jalen Hardy that you'd like to see how he basically handles it coming from the G League. Dallas should win this game, but the line is 2, so we're going to go ahead. We'll take Dallas. We're going to go ahead and take Dallas in a parlay. We're going to take them with the Lakers. Get you a nice little plus money on that, so we'll take. Next game we go is the Spurs versus Cleveland. This is a very interesting game. The Spurs have a lot of young talent. They're one of the largest rosters that is coming through. You've got Primo from last year. You've got the first round picks this year. You still have the Cahayover. You got an outside shooter in Wieskamp. They'd be able to fill it up. Cleveland's going to have Isaiah Mobley, the other Mobley, coming through. You're going to have Obaji coming through. It's a very good team, but this Spurs team is stacked. They're one of the teams that should be able to get at least probably to the semifinals, if not the quarters. Quarters are a lock. Semifinals would be interesting. This Spurs team. The only question you wonder with the Spurs team, in years past, they have gotten into games and just basically quit because they're not really worried about winning. The last time they won was Becky Hammon coached them back in 2015. Charlotte versus Indiana. We do get to see a Ball brother ball out. Never found a shot he never liked. LiAngelo Ball will play once again for the Charlotte Bobcats. I'm going to date myself. The Charlotte Hornets. And basically go ahead and try to get as many points. They got a very interesting team. They got a really strong defense. However, this game is not going to be a big defensive game. Jalen Crutcher, Mark Williams, all those guys should be able to make it a little bit difficult to Indiana. But this Indiana is too big, too strong. They should be able to quit. This Indiana team is basically playing everybody that played last year as a rookie. Dwayne Washington's playing. Terry Taylor's playing. All those guys average double-digit points when they got a chance to start. They should have no issue doing the same in a Summer League game. Isaiah Jackson's also playing as well. We like Indiana. He's here. I'm going to go ahead and take Indiana and the Lakers, see if you can catch the theme here for another plus money. Nets versus the Bucks. Nets had the smallest roster of any Summer League team. They run in here with 12 guys. Most teams have about 19 to 20. Tells you they're going to play a lot of their guys a lot of times, and it's the same guys that played last year. Terrell Edwards, Cam Thomas, just Day'Ron Sharp. All those guys should be able to play. They should play big minutes. This Bucks team is another team that's devoid of talent. Really not a lot of people that you're really looking at. Beauchamp is probably the one guy you're interested. The G League player, does he kind of starts to make it here? Most people think he's probably 2 years away from making a difference. So I don't expect a lot of things. Mama Shelishvili. It'll be interesting to see he plays. He's always a solid player down low. He'll be able to get your points. But I think this Nets team is going to depend on their guys for way too long, and they should be able to score and win this game quite easily. We're going to go ahead and take the Nets and the Lakers here for another plus money. Dubs and Knicks. This game is the most perplexing of any game that's out there because you basically have the Dubs, who on paper are great. Kuminga, Wiseman, Marcus Moody, all coming back. Why is the line the Knicks a 2-point favorite? Knicks have a pretty strong cast. Quentin Grimes, he's going to score roughly around 17 to 20 every single game. Both of the Sims people, Jericho Sims and Sims that they just drafted, will play. We'll give them big string. Will be basically pick and roll guys or roll to the rims. All you dunks, which unless Wiseman the Dubs don't really have another center that's on the roster that's going to protect the rim at all. And I see Wiseman getting very few minutes here, but he will play a little bit. So I like the Knicks here. I'm taking the Knicks straight up. They're also in the Charlotte and Indiana game. I'm taking the over. Charlotte's going to push the pace. I think it's over 166 the last time I saw it, or 164. So we'll take a look at it then. Last game is Denver, Minnesota. Well, when you don't have any first-round picks and really 2 consecutive years, your team kind of sucks. The Denver team, there's nothing to really get hyped up over there. One Porter's playing, it's the other Porter brother. Not a lot of guys that you're really thinking that they have that really can fill it up. They also went with 22 guys on the roster, which tells you they're going to really give a lot of guys a ton of minutes. Minnesota, because of the Rudy Gobert trade, basically has nobody that you'd want to see. Walker Kessler's not playing, obviously. He's not in Minnesota anymore. He's in Utah. So there's nothing really on this Minnesota roster that you really worry about. This game's a complete pass for me. Phoenix and the Lakers. See, if you can guess where I'm going. The Lakers have Mason Jones. Mason Jones, if you're not aware, is a G League All-Star. He's a guy who's going to come into Summer League. He's come up every time. He can score points, and he's going to score a ton of points. And that should basically be able to help him. The Suns not had a first-round draft pick in the last 2 years. There's nobody of experience. There's nobody of talent. There's nobody of intrigue. There's nobody to watch. The Lakers should win this game and win this game by a pretty comfortable margin. If you want to take the -6, I understand. I'd have no issue with that. Other than that, that's the 7 games on today. Games start at 4 o'clock every hour until we're done. All right. Best of luck with your bets.